I would say that, frankly, that if it's something of outside this planet, that might actually be better than the fact that we've seen some technological leap on behalf of the Chinese or the Russians or some other adversary.
We got more astonishing statements coming in from the senator himself, but let's get to Dr. Michael Salla and get to his thoughts on what Marco Rubio just said last night.
Marco Rubio's comments are really interesting. He's a member of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, and we know that his committee has received classified reports by different members of the intelligence community that there are these unidentified aerial phenomena, or UFOs, that have been sighted flying over military testing grounds and also military bases. That's actually quite new. We didn't know that, but now he's revealed that these UFOs that people are familiar with from the Navy videos of these UFOs flying near testing facilities, that they've also been sighted over military bases recently. So that's a new admission by Rubio. But the important takeaway from his video is that he's saying that the military doesn't know what they are, but that they suspect that these are breakthrough technologies developed by China or Russia.
But the bottom line is, if there are things flying over your military bases and you don't know what they are because they're not yours, and they exhibit potentially technologies that you don't have at your own disposal, that to me is a national security risk, and one that we should be looking into.
Incredible insight coming in from Michael Salla, but let's get to our correspondent out there in Arizona, Richard Giordano from Goof on Radio. What do you got?
Marco Rubio and the Senate Select Committee of Intelligence on Intelligence is, what are they going to try to get the Pentagon to release the information on the UAPs that are flying over our airspace and are a possible threat? And Marco Rubio is going to try to bring this to light and trying to get the truth out about what's being flown over our airspace. And this isn't something, just here, it's worldwide, but he hopes it's aliens instead of our adversaries, China, Russia, anybody else who hates us. We hope it's not them, and most likely it isn't, which is why I find this rather interesting. And at this time, before an election, that Marco Rubio all of a sudden wants to be a part of ufology in one way or the other. I don't know about his past and UFOs. I didn't find anything that he saw a UFO or cared so much about them that he wrote a book about UFOs or anything on the phenomena. I just think it's a political ploy. How many votes is he going to get for this? I don't know.
There is someone flying in the airspace that no one else is allowed to fly in, and we don't know who it is, and it isn't something we have. We need to know what that is. I mean, that's in my mind, I don't understand why we wouldn't want to know what it is. Maybe there's a completely sort of boring explanation for it, but we need to find out.
Now let's get to correspondent